Hello everybody, this is a brand new video that I decided to make. My name is the SlayerWolfMan. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers' videos of Pixelmon lately, and they all seem to be getting a little bit confused with what's a shiny, what's not a shiny Pokemon, and all that kind of stuff. So, I thought I'd make this video, just to help anyone, really. I don't think you could really call it like a tutorial. I guess it's more of a showcase, really. So, I have lined up every shiny Pokemon in the game in a big line to show you all. So let's start this thing. So Bulbasaur, he's a little bit more green than normal. He's shaking his head, he doesn't like being in a cage. Yeah, he's more green than normal. Normally his body is more blue. That's how to spot him. Ivysaur is just vivid green. That's the only way to call it, really. Venusaur looks like he's been done with pastel colours. He's not quite as bright as he used to be. So that's the first set of starters. Now Charmander is normally quite a reddy orange, and this one he's quite clearly a yellowy orange. That's how you tell a Charmander. Charmeleon is just yellow. A lot of people's favourites is the Charizard, which is just black, and this one is huge for some reason, although not as huge as the one that I caught earlier. Thought I'd point that out. And Squirtle, he has a little green shell, and they don't normally have the green shells, and that is exactly the same for the Wartortle and the Blastoise. Now the Caterpie is just simply golden yellow colour, and I'm gonna set the time back quickly. Pod is simply just red. Another way of putting it, really. And Butterfree has got little pink feet and little green eyes, and normally the eyes are red, I believe. Sorry if I'm wrong. Weedle is a yellowy golden colour. The Kakuna is quite a lime green. Now Beedrill is normally yellow with red eyes, I believe, but now it's a light green with blue eyes. Pidgey is quite a browny, golden, quite yellow ochre kind of colour, and they're shiny. Pidgeotto has got golden hair and tail feathers, and it's a little bit more grey than a normal Pidgeotto. And Pidgeot has got those lovely golden locks there, and is again quite a browny, golden colour. Rattata, or Rattata, or however you say it, is quite a greyish green. Raticate, on the other hand, is having some sort of seizure and is red. Spearow is golden. They're normally quite brown, so it's a bit of red as well. And Fearow is just like a massive golden bird. Ekans, like he's turned into a grass snake, and he's all green. Arbok, on the other hand, is just a giant, big pastel yellow, happy snake. Pikachu is a little bit more orange than he normally is. There's a lot more red in there than the yellow we're used to. And the same Raichu, he's just like a darker red than normal. Sandslash is quite a green, light green colour. And, sorry, Sandshrew, not Sandslash. Sandslash is red and quite pale skin. I don't know why they're all shaking their heads. It might be because I've used the /freeze command on them. Nidorino is more of a pink colour than normal, and Nidorino doesn't seem to be here. Nidorino is slightly more purple than normal. I think it's normally quite blue. So this is a Nidoqueen. Yeah, Nidoqueen. They're quite green. Oh, I didn't even know it. And Nidoking is just a darker blue than normal. Clefairy is normally quite bright pink. It's now quite just like a regular fleshy colour, really, and exactly the same for Clefable. So it's got the little orange wings. Vulpix is just golden and still seems to have no pupils. The one thing I've never really liked about Vulpix is they don't have pupils. They just have a white bit. Anyway, moving on. And Ninetales, instead of being quite a yellow colour, is just like pure white. I thought it was quite nice. Jigglypuff, he's got green eyes. It's the only way I've found out how to tell a shiny Jigglypuff. And the same goes for the Wigglytuff, they're quite turquoisey. I realised at this point that the glass really wasn't doing anything, so I stopped at this point. Also, I've turned the sound off for this video because all these Pokemon just making their own noises would just be obnoxious. But anyway, a Zubat is just pink. No other way to describe it, it's pink. And a Golbat somehow manages to turn green, and it looks still like the entrance to a train tunnel. Oddish is green rather than blue. I think that's blue. Bloom, on the other hand, still looks just as upset and dribbly, but is again green with paler thing on the top. Vileplume, again, is green with I think the top is normally red and white, this time it's orange and white. Paris is, I think, a little bit darker than normal. That's the way to tell that one. And the Parasect is a little bit more pale in the body, and that's really... It looks like something out of War of the Worlds, doesn't it? You know, if I can insert some epic music here, it just looks like War of the Worlds. And that has just got those blue eyes, and it's darker than normal. While its evolution Venomoth is like a baby blue rather than the light purple it normally is. So Diglett, that's not a shiny Diglett. That little bit there would be a shiny Diglett. That is a shiny Dugtrio. I do apologise for that mistake. Meowth is a little darker than normal, with his hands and feet being golden, as well as this little badge. For Persian, the gem in the head is not red, it is blue, so I guess it's turned from a ruby to a sapphire. Psyduck is no longer yellow, he's again a baby blue. It looks like to me to give a little baby boy, really, isn't it? Like a little blue toy. It looks like it's still shaking. And Golduck has got, I think it's a lighter blue, and he's also got little pink bugs in his feet. Mankey, on the other hand, is a light green. Well, Primeape is just orange and gold and still looks just as angry as ever. Growlithe is no longer orange, it's quite a light, I don't know what colour that is, it's slightly green, I think. Arcanine is just the same, yeah. A Poliwag, I think that's actually a normal Poliwag. It should actually be that colour, but that's a shiny Poliwhirl, just putting him in. And here there's a Poliwrath, which... Okay, I tried to fight it to get rid of it, and it was just having a complete meltdown. Its arms and legs were falling off, and it was just shaking like that, and it was just horrible. So I tried to spawn another one because it wasn't a shiny, that's why I tried to get rid of it in the first place. But it doesn't seem that Poliwrath has a shiny. I've tried about 3 times now, and it didn't work. I tried with the command. Anyway, and Abra is, again, paler in colours, it's more pastel than normal. Abra, his chest is more purple. And Alakazam, he's just bright yellow and bright purpley pink. It's just, I don't know how you go from that pale colours to that bright colours. But anyway, the Chop is, again, paler colours. It's not quite got so much detail on him. The Choke, the little rips in the muscles in his arm, is now blue rather than the red I think they normally are, or the pink. And then Machamp is just a big green giant. Looks like he should be selling sweet corn. Bellsprout doesn't have green leaves anymore, they're yellow. And Weeping Bell is paler again. I think the lips are a different colour, I think. Victory Bell, the leaves are now brown, and if their lips are now blue. Tentacle is a paler blue, and the little thingies on its head are no longer red, they're green. Again, the same for Tentacruel. Geodude seems to be quite a popular one. He's just a golden Geodude. He seems like a sort of trophy, really, isn't he? When he turns into Gravelly, he turns a little bit more... yeah, I'll let you describe that one for yourself. Golem just looks a bit derpy, really. He just looks like a snake sticking out of a rock. But yeah, it's a shiny Golem. Ponyta is now blue flames rather than red. And Rapidash's flames are grey rather than red. I think they're paler as well. I think they're normally quite orange than that. Slowpoke. I don't know if that's a shiny Slowpoke or not. So if anyone doesn't know the command to spawn shinies, you do /Pokespawn Slowpoke, if that's the Pokemon you want. You put space and an S. It'll spawn it. Okay, it doesn't appear that Slowpoke has a shiny, unless that is the shiny. It looks pretty normal to me. Oh no, it's more pale in colour. Okay. I'm sorry, yeah, the shiny's more pale in colour. And I think the same will go for Slowbro. I think I just failed again there. Magnemite isn't quite so silver, it's slightly more like a hint of gold there, Magnemite. And that transfers into a Magneton as well, it's just the same, but 3 of them. Farfetch'd was a pain to spawn because it doesn't have the little apostrophe there, but normally it does. So I messed up a few times. Yeah, he's pink, and he's still got his little celery stick. He looks a bit more derpy than normal as well. Anyway, a Doduo is no longer brown. They're again quite a light green. And then again, that transfers into a Dodrio. Now, Seal and Dugong. They do not appear to have a shiny. I've tried to get a shiny. I've done what I did with the Slowpokes and put a normal one as well. And there didn't appear to be any difference. So I don't know if there is a shiny Seal or a Dugong. Or I could just not be seeing it. Someone's probably looking at the screen going, oh no, that's the difference, but I just can't see it. So if there is, then please let me know. Primer and Muck are just green rather than pink and purple. Shelder is a little orange, cheeky little clam. And Cloyster is blue rather than purple. Ghastly, he's got a pink tongue. I think when he moves, he gives off blue gas rather than purple. Haunter, again, has a blue mouth. Rather than, I think it's red or pink before. And Gengar is a slightly less purple than normal. He's normally a brighter purple. That's quite a dark purple for a Gengar. Onyx, again, is a little bit golden. Drowsy and Hypno, pink. So they shouldn't really be hard to miss, especially that great big yellow giant looking green. We have to do this again. Minecraft days so short. Krabby, it has to be sideways, of course, isn't he? He's no longer orange, he's quite a pale orange, but still says a little bit orange. And Kingler turns green. He doesn't look quite as upset as normal. Voltorb and Electrode are no longer, the red bits on them are no longer red, they are blue. Exegcute, I've never been able to say that one properly. They're no longer the light pink, they're again quite gold. I always thought the creepiest egg out of all of them is this one. Like, no matter what you do to one of these guys, that one is watching from behind. There's no one watching from the sides, just one watching from behind. I always thought that was slightly creepy. Anyway, Exeggutor no longer has the green leaves, they're more salmon pink. His body's yellow. I always thought they looked really weird without arms. I can never imagine one with arms. I'll keep getting off topic. Anyway, Cubone is a very dark green. Marowak is quite a light green. Hitmonlee, I couldn't find a shiny for either. Again, if there is a shiny and I'm just failing horribly, then please let me know in the comments. Hitmonchan is a more golden colour. I think his tunic's a different colour as well, and his boxing gloves are now blue rather than red. Lickitung is just as scary as ever, but he's yellowy golden rather than pink. Coughing and Wheezing are now bluey turquoise rather than pink and purple. Rhyhorn is now quite a little red colour. Rhydon is now just like grey. Normally he's got quite a bluey grey, but he's just a straight grey now. Chansey, or Chansey, whatever you want to say, has now got like a little green pouch and green bits to their hair, and it looks a little bit like a punk rocker, really, like dyed hair. I thought first saw it, and laughed a little bit. Tangela or Tangela is now green rather than blue. It still looks odd. It looks like me in the morning, really. Anyone who knows me in real life will understand that does look a bit like me in the morning. Yeah, let's move on. Kangaskhan has now got a little green head, I think. That's the only real difference there. I think the body colour might be a little different as well. Horsey is now turquoise, with Seadra being a bit more of a purpley blue. Goldine's quite a difficult one to spot in the wild. It's got like a little orange stripe on the back rather than red, and Sea King is more orange than red as well, so they are reasonably hard to find, just like in a Let's Play or something. but it is possible. It's been done. I think, yeah, another YouTuber's already done that. Staryu is now green, and the gem is no longer red, it's now turquoisey blue. And Starmie is blue with red. So, yeah, how that works. Mr. Mime doesn't have little pink bits anymore, they're now green. Scyther is a strange shiny, where he's not shiny, he's actually darker than normal. Which I thought was a little bit odd, really, because it's meant to be shiny, and it's actually now less shiny. But anyway, Jinx has got a slightly more vibrant skirt, or dress, and I don't like Jinxes, they creep me out. Next Buzz is not yellow as much as orange, the black still stays the same. Magmar, that one's huge. Doesn't have the yellow bits anymore, they've turned pink, and the red bits are more pink as well, so they're a strange one. Pinsir is just blue rather than brown, and he still looks pretty good. I've never really understood that. I mean, that's just a huge mouth. I mean, anatomically, where's his digestive system? That's just, it's not going to fit. Tauros is more yellow and green. Normally it's quite a brown colour. I feel so sorry for this little guy. I can't dig him a hole. He won't go in the hole, even if I did fill it with water. But you know, if anyone watches my Let's Play here, you know that if there's a Magikarp on the side, I do push them back into the water. Okay. Gyarados is just big and red, really hungry, and I probably fit in his mouth. Yep, I would fit in his mouth. Yep, yeah, me. Gone. Right. I keep getting distracted. Lapras is now like a babyish pink rather than blue it is before. And Ditto is again baby blue rather than pink. So they kind of did a bit of a swap, didn't they? Eevee is just silver and white, which I think is quite cool, really. Vaporeon is now pink, shiny. So this is going to help if you guys have found a shiny Eevee and you don't know what to turn it into. These next few are going to help you with that. But I've done it. I've done this entire list in the actual orders in Pokemon, like in the following the numbers. So like Leafeon and Glaceon are a little bit further down, as they aren't. Yeah, this is still all Gen 1. But they are in here. Jolteon is now green rather than yellow. And he looks like he's walked through a bush and picked most of it up with him, really. Flareon is no longer red, it's orange. Porygon, I thought I'd have this one anyway, seeing as it was there, but you can't get a Porygon in the wild at the moment. It's got no way of spawning. They've got blue rather than pink. Now, Omanyte, this is for you fossil lovers. It's now pink with a slightly lighter shell. And then Omastar is pretty much the same, transferred, slightly lighter, but it's purple. Kabuto is tiny and looks like a Lego brick, but it is green. And Kabutops is again the same, just green, and he has a really flat head. That's weird. And Aerodactyl is slightly pink rather than the grey that it normally is. Snorlax is another one of those weird shinies, which doesn't actually turn shiny, it goes dark. It's darker, but I think that's actually quite a nice blue. I wouldn't mind that, really. Articuno is a lighter blue with turquoise feathers in the wings. I don't know if that would even be harder or easier to spot. I don't know. Now this has got to be my favourite shiny, Zapdos. He's no longer yellow, he's red and black, and he just looks awesome. So personally, that is my favourite shiny. That's something, guys, let me know what your favourite shiny is. So after watching through this list of shinies, just leave a comment below saying which is your favourite. I'm quite interested, actually. Moltres has no longer got a yellow body, it's pink. The fire is still the same. And they have that little weird bit at the corner of their wing, which is I don't know if that's some sort of glitch, but I've seen other YouTubers with Moltres, if that would be the plural of Moltres, that have got that little thing as well, so I don't know what exactly that is. Dratini is no longer blue, it's hot pink, but it seems the pink dims out a little bit with Dragonair. But then Dragonite somehow turns from pink to green, but no, he still looks pretty cool. But he's got really tiny wings. It'd be a bit hard for him to fly, he'd have to be flapping them like crazy. Mewtwo, the chances of finding a shiny Mewtwo are so slim. If you do, please leave me a comment, because I'd like to congratulate you. He's just got a green tail rather than purple. And again, with a Mew, he's just blue. She's just blue rather than pink. Mareep has got a hint of pink in the wool, rather than just pure white. And Fluffy, I think, is a paler colour and has got the little green bubble on the end. I think that's pretty much the only differences. Now, back to Eeveevolutions. Espion is just lime green, which is pretty cool. And Umbreon, the only difference with Umbreon is the bits that you can see are blue are normally yellow. So they're the only real differences with an Umbreon. Swinub now looks like a sad old man. He's no longer brown, he's just grey and green. Just looks like a sad old man. And Piloswine, or Piloswine, some people say things differently, don't want to leave anyone out. It's just like a yellow colour. Miltank has gone blue, and his back's gone red and everything. I'm stuck on him. Numel has got quite a pink body now rather than yellow, and a light blue little volcano thingy rather than, I think it's normally green. Camerupt is no longer red, it's now grey, but I think everything else is still the same. Yeah, even the lava in there is still the same. Now, Trapinch is no longer orange, it's blue, with Vibrava being lighter in colour and having orange wings. Flygon having blue features, but still like orange highlights on the wings. Lunatones are a bit tricky. The only difference in a Lunatone and a shiny Lunatone, the shiny Lunatone has got that blue eye. Normally they've got red eyes, so that is something to look out for. Solrox are again weird shinies that turn dark. I think their eye colour changes as well. Anorith, I think the main body there is a different colour there, and with Armaldo, he's just like a pinky red rather than the colours that he normally is. Let's do this again. Right, Cranidos. I think of it's normally blue, and that's now the same colour as the Armaldo. With Rampardos, exactly the same changes really. He looks really derpy. He's got flat eyes. He's still shaking his head at me. Shieldon is again paler in colour on the body, slightly more golden, and I think the crest of his shield is slightly more purple blue than normal. The Bastiodon, he just looks pretty cool. I would not mind finding one of them in my Let's Play. He's more pale, again the colour's just more pastelised really. Now back to Eeveevolutions again, Leafeon. The leaves aren't quite so dark green, and the body is more yellow. And same with Glaceon really, the body is a bit more pale and the feet are a different colour. It's more like that. Sandile just looks like he's got a tan really. He's just turned bright orange rather than slight orange. With Krokorok being pale again and then having a blue stripes and everything. Tortuga is a paler turquoise than normal. Yet Caracosta has normally got different shades of blue body, and these are again more pastelised. Now these are the last two. Arkin is again more, basically they're just more pastel colours really, but they look so cool. So anyway, that is all of the Pokemon that are currently in the Pixelmon mod. I'll fly around if I want to have a double check. But so yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. It did take me a little while to set up. Obviously with having to spawn in all the different shinies and some of them not working. So please leave in the comments what your favourite shiny is. And if you've got any other ideas and suggestions for, maybe not tutorials as such, but like showcases that I could do for Pixelmon. But yeah, I can do tutorials as well. And then please also leave that in the comments. I like to chat with you guys. I've actually been really happy recently. Everyone seems to be like engaging a little bit more with me and like having conversations and stuff on my videos and like just like leaving comments again, which is just nice. So thank you very much for that. So if you did like the video, then please leave a like. If you'd like to see any more of my content, or maybe like to see my Pixelmon Let's Play, then please subscribe. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.